You know who I am?
Anything you say. Anything you say.
It's official.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas back again with another rendition of Truth Be Told. Now, this week, we all know all them cases against Trump is going. They're all dying. Every single one of them. They're finding all the corruption, blah, blah, blah. The appeals court's going to knock out that fucking Letitia James and all them fuckers in New York. They fucked up. They're busted for committing fraud against Trump. Not the other way around. Everything's going south for them. It's just fucking hilarious. Because he didn't do anything. He didn't commit any crimes. They fucking just trying to fucking pin something on him. Dumbass Democrats. The left are stupid. They are flat out stupid. I don't hate the left. I hate the cult, the religion, the ideology. And there's several different ones mixed up. Communist, socialist, feminist, the alphabet community, the insane, the 1% insane alphabet, the pedos and shit. They're all a part of the left. It's a cult. I hate the cult and the ideology. These people need help and not encouraged. They need to be, they've been brainwashed. They need to be deprogrammed. Whatever you want to call it. They need help so they can get the right sense of mind back. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about what we really want to get into this week. So I just got done watching, which I stated on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I still call it Twitter. I stated I would do a review on this because I just binge watched the entire series. There's only 8 episodes really, so it's not really that long. Now, before I get into this show, understand, if you've watched my channel, you know I'm not big on cartoons, even Japanese anime. Do I like some of it? Yes, of course. I used to watch cartoons when I was younger. But it's not a thing for me. I'm not big on cartoons anymore. It's just, that was a kid's thing for me. I don't watch them hardly anymore. Once in a great while, I will watch a cartoon movie or something, But other than that, I don't watch cartoons. I'm just not a fan of most cartoons, especially a lot of the Japanese anime. It's just weird. I mean, there's a couple Japanese anime that I like the movie Fist of the North Star, the Japanese. I didn't mind the movie so much. It was okay. It was cheesy. But I'm talking about the cartoon movie version. I really liked that's Japanese anime. I liked it. But I seen it years ago. Now, a lot of your Disney cartoons and stuff, I used to like them when I was a kid, blah, blah, blah. Saturday morning cartoons. I used to watch them during the 80s, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not a big cartoon fan anymore. So I very rarely watch them, even the CGI shit like Toy Story from Pixar and crap like that. I very rarely watch any cartoons anymore. Once in a while I will. So, we're going to talk about the new Netflix series, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now, I've never watched the cartoon. Never seen it. It's just not, I'm not a fan because I haven't watched it. It's not my thing. I'm just not into a lot of Japanese anime. Now, I understand that this is supposed to be like a Japanese American hybrid anime. It's mostly Japanese, but there's some American influence on it. But I never watched cartoon, so I don't know all the lore and stuff. If I get something wrong, then so be it. I'm giving you my perspective of what I watched in this series. Now, I did watch that horrible movie that M. Night Shyamalan did. It was terrible. The actors were terrible in that movie. It just sucked. I didn't like that movie at all. So I was leery when I decided to go ahead and watch it. I was like, screw it, I'll watch it, see if it's any good. I thought it was okay, to be honest. I didn't think it was all that bad. Was there some cringy moments in it? Yes. From what I understand from watching other YouTubers who have reviewed this show, they don't tell the whole story. They leave shit out, but that's almost with every fucking book or whatever that turns into a movie or something. They leave a bunch of crap out. They do it all the time. And they change some stuff. They do it all the time. From what I understand, they jumbled a bunch of stuff together. It's not in chronological order. They skip a bunch of stuff to get to like they put all the highlights of the good stuff from the series into the show. So there's a lot you're not getting from the show or the cartoon. I have no idea. Like I said, I never watched a cartoon. But regardless, I didn't think the show was all that bad. It is far, far better than that damn movie. Now, I do agree somewhat that the child actors weren't all that great, but at the same time, they don't have any experience at acting. The only one that had any experience and was not bad, he was decent, was the Prince. I'd seen him before. This ain't his first rodeo at acting, so he was fairly decent. The rest of them were fairly new, and they don't know how to act real well. That's just going to be the case. Still, the boy who played Aang, I think that's his name. Forgive me if I get some of these characters' names wrong. Aang was okay. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, he was a little bit off with his acting skill. But the other two, his friends from the Water Tribe or whatever, they weren't all that great. They were okay, but they weren't really all that great as far as acting goes. Now, all the adult actors, honestly, they're all fairly well-known actors. They were good. I didn't have a problem with any of the adults. Now, there are a few what you call feminist girl boss moments in the show. It was really cringe. The whole Avatar chick with the painted eyebrows, and then the so-called warrior chick on the island with the same paint shit. I mean, it was pretty cringe. Yeah. Oh, we're badass bitch, boss bitches, warriors, blah blah blah. To a degree, it was pretty cringe. You know, I just kind of overlooked it because I knew they were going to put something like that in it. But I could get over that. The girl who's her Aang's friend, Qatar, or whatever the fuck her name is, you know, oh, I've been fighting for a while, you know, that's all I do with my water powers. So I'm a badass warrior bitch. And I taught myself. No. Apparently, from what I understand, my nephew, he's like 20-some years old. He's a huge fan of this show. And he told me she doesn't learn everything by herself. She learns most of her shit from a master. But in this show, she did everything on her own. She didn't need no master. You know, she's Mary Sue, learned everything on her own. Now she's a master water weaver or whatever, bender, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Whatever. That's so dumb and cringe. The other thing, but the one that got me the most, honestly, was the fucking princess. I mean, she's acting like a valley girl and her two little friends. I've never seen the fucking cartoon, and I don't give a flying fuck. This is the dumbest fucking character in the fucking show. Like, she's this super badass bitch. Like, nobody could take her down. Bullshit. And then, you know, I don't have a problem with, you know, them making her fire powers turn blue. But to electricity? Come on. Bullshit. I don't have, you know, if they changed her fire to blue. I mean, that would be cool. I wouldn't have any problem. But it's still fucking fire, not electricity. You don't get electricity from fire. It's not the same elemental or property. It's stupid. Whatever. Apparently it happens in the cartoon. But I was told it was supposed to be blue fire, not electricity. Whatever. Anyways, from my understanding, what I was told, there's only one chick who does something completely different than all the other elementals. Some blind girl is able to manipulate metal. She's supposed to be an earthbender, but she's able to manipulate metal instead of earth because she's blind. She doesn't realize that she's bending metal instead of earth. I don't know. I haven't watched the cartoon, but I was told that was the only one that had a different elemental. And it's not really a different elemental. I mean, you melt rock or change it, and it can turn into metal. Certain rocks. I mean, the metal properties are in the rock. So that makes sense. The blue fire would have made sense. Hotter fire, you know, that would have made sense. But not lightning. I'm sorry. It's not the same thing. Anyways, moving on. Other than that, like I said, the show was okay. I didn't have a problem with it. Except for the fact that everybody's blaming him for being gone for 100 years because he was frozen. Like it was his fucking fault. You know, he got frozen. But yeah, everybody wants to blame him. I was told the whole thing with the where he meets his 100-year-old friend from the Earth King. that they fucked that whole episode up. He doesn't even know who it is until at the very end of the cartoon episode that that's his friend. I don't know. Like I said, never watched the cartoon. But yeah, I was told they fucked all that shit up. They kind of ruined that episode. I don't know. I thought it was okay. But regardless, I thought the show was okay. Like I said, I give it a thumbs up and a thumbs down. It wasn't perfect, but it was alright for what it was. Now, if they can tone down that fucking princess cunt, then the show might even be better. And Qatar, they need to fucking knock her down a peg or two. Her story arc's stupid. She just automatically gets everything because she don't need no masters. She learns and gets all her powers and training on her own. Bullshit. Fuck off. I'm so sick of the feminist boss girl bitch fucking crap. Because it's not realistic. But anyways, check it out if you want. I thought it was okay. I am actually looking forward to season 2 and seeing what they do. But like I said, they need to tone down the fucking feminist girls, the little bitty teeny bopper girls in this fucking show, because it's just dumb. From what I understand though too, I was told the guy, his friend, or her brother, is actually a real dickhead and misogynist. Like, he's really crude and nasty to a lot of the women. But yet they make him look like a fucking idiot on this show. Like they cut his balls off. He's a super simp. I don't know. I'm just, from some of the other reviews, that's what I was told. That's kind of fucked up. See, they de-escalate the men and then power boss the fucking women when it's the complete opposite, supposedly. I don't get it. It's dumb. Stop doing that shit. I know if I was the creator of the show, I would be fucking having a hissy fit with these Hollywood woke writers taking my shit and rewriting it all to fit the narrative, the agenda, the cult. I would be pissed. I know when, you know, if I write stories, that shit ain't happening. I'll stop that shit. They ain't touching my I don't give a fuck what they pay me. It's not happening. You're not fucking up my fucking characters. Anyways, let's get on to your B-movie reviews. Okay, movie-holics. This week is Fantasy Week. And we got a couple of fantasy adventures to go over. This more historical fantasy. Kind of like an Indiana Jones type thing. And I'm sure most of you have heard of the National Treasure movies. The first one was done in 2004. Made about $347 million worldwide. And of course it starred Nicolas Cage and what's her name? Diane Kruger. I think Kruger? Yeah, Kruger. Diane Kruger as the main female lead. You know, she plays the girlfriend, whatever. So the story goes, Nicolas Cage is an archaeologist. He's been with a family of archaeologists for a long time. Supposedly, back in like the 1800s, his great-granddaddy or some shit. Yeah, so Nicolas Cage's character, his granddad or something, is given a clue to a treasure that supposedly the Knights Templars and then the Freemasons went and hid. So the whole movie is about him trying to find this treasure. Now, of course, he runs along several obstacles on the way. At the beginning of the movie, you find out there's another treasure hunter who double crosses him and tries to kill him. And then throughout the movie, him and this other treasure hunter is fighting to find the treasure. It would never happen, but he does show him like still the Declaration of Independence. And I think it's funny what it says in the Declaration of Independence, and that none of the Democrats follow the independence, the Constitution, or the Declaration of Independence. None of them. It literally quotes something in the Constitution that it's the complete opposite of what the Democrats are doing. And this is a republic, not a democracy. I'm sick of them, tired of them saying that shit. Fucking leftist motherfuckers. But anyways, yeah, throughout the movie, they're fighting over trying to find the treasure. Now, I thought it was a little too easy to get rid of the Ian guy, the guy he's competing with, at the end of the movie. It just seemed way too easy, too simple. He just walks away and leaves them in this abandoned fucking mine shaft or whatever. It made no sense. But the FBI's also after him, blah, blah, blah. He figures out where the treasure is, of course, naturally. And he trades that off for his freedom. And the guy, the FBI director that was hunting him, says somebody's got to go to jail. So he offers up Ian so he don't have to go to jail. And everybody lives happily ever after. Everyone gets a sum of the treasure and is now fairly rich. It was a decent movie. It's definitely worth a one-time watch. I liked it. Jon Voight's in this. He plays his father. He does a pretty good job. And he's funny. I like this. I give it 2 thumbs up. Definitely check it out. If you liked Indiana Jones, you'll like this movie. Now, the sequel is called Book of Secrets. It was done in 2007 and made about 459 mil worldwide. Pretty much the same cast for the most part. You have one other addition. That's the bad guy who plays Mitch Connell or Wilkinson. Mitch Wilkinson is the character's name. I can't think of the actor's name. He's a fairly well-known actor. But anyway, he plays the bad guy. Now in this one, the bad guy, he shows up at a conference or whatever where they're talking about the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. And he brings in a piece of paper that supposedly has again, another forefather of Nicolas Cage, another type of granddaddy or whatever, that supposedly implicates him as a conspirator for the Confederacy and architect of killing Abraham Lincoln. Now, this is all BS. He set this up because he knew it was a part of a treasure map, this piece of paper. He just didn't know how to figure out how to decipher what was on the paper. Nicolas Cage, though, does figure it out because he wants to clear his good name, his father's good name, blah blah blah, because it got ran in the paper or whatever. That now all of a sudden, his family's linked to the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. Now he figures it out. In this one, he kidnaps the president because the president supposedly has this book of secrets that only the presidents know about and can see. The president asks him to look at a certain page in the book. He kind of helps him out, but at the same time, he's like, I gotta turn you in, and he's like, I know, and then fucking, he takes off. The president's okay. This other guy, he chases him down. At first, he's trying to kill him, and then he joins him. Now, the way they do this, they find two I'm not sure if it's Mayan, Aztec, or, anyway, it's pre-Columbian. Two pieces of wood and two of the desks, resolution desks. One is the president's, one is at Buckingham Palace. His mother now joins the group. It's just not his dad in this one. It's his mother ends up joining the group because she's the expert in pre-Columbian writing. Okay, whatever. But she joins the group. They end up finding this fucking weird ass cave near Mexico. I think it's in Mexico. I can't remember. Or New Mexico. Somewhere around the border. Anyways, they find this cave, and apparently it has the lost city of gold in it. That's what they were looking for this whole entire time. Of course, the FBI agent's after him because supposedly he kidnapped the president, but then the president goes and says, hey, this guy was just showing me we just got lost and separated when we was looking for this hidden room or chamber underneath this hotel or whatever he was staying at, the president was staying at. So he got off that way. He also, apparently now the City of Gold belongs to the United States because they found it. And they gave credit to the Mitch guy because he died saving them. But anyways, that's the end of the movie. They left it off because he asked about page 47, his thoughts on it. And that's the end of the movie. Again, I liked the movie. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it wasn't bad. I give it 2 thumbs. Check it out if you want. Now, I'm told that this stupid fucking series that nobody is going to watch, Disney wants to put a boss bitch, a feminist lead in this new series and completely X out the other characters, Nicolas Cage and all them. But at the same time, they're still talking about doing a movie, a 3rd movie with Nicolas Cage. So I don't know what's going on. Apparently, in the new series, they're supposed to tackle what's in page 47 with the feminist lead in it. Nobody's going to watch it, so I don't know why they're fucking doing that shit. They just need to do the 3rd movie, make it a trilogy with Nicolas Cage. Now, it's been quite a while, that's over 10 years, but still, come on, do it right. Fucking Disney. I hate Disney, dude. They suck so bad. Anyways, that's all I got for you this week. If you have any thoughts about what I talked about earlier in the video, please leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any suggestions of movies that I may never even have heard of, or underrated, B-rated fucking flicks, please leave your suggestions down in the comment section down below, and I'll get to reviewing them as soon as I can. I told you be told the truth, and you just been told.